Alright, problem one, we're trying to approximate the value of cube root of 7.9 using a linear approximation. So we're basically looking for a tangent line to use to approximate this value. So a couple things we have to figure out first is what our function is. Well, we're trying to estimate cube root of 7.9. We can replace that 7.9 with an x and we get our function. Our function we're dealing with is cube root of x. We're trying to approximate f of 7.9. Now we're trying to find out what that's approximately equal to using a linear approximation. So in order to do that, we need to have a nice x value that's close to 7.9 that we can actually find the cube root of. So in this case, that nice x value is 8. So that's going to be where our point of tangency is when x is equal to 8. And to figure out the actual y value, we're just going to substitute that into our function here. So cube root of 8 is 2. Right, again, I got that 8 because it's close to this value, and we can actually do the cube root of that. So we got the point. Now we need to figure out the slope, and that comes from our derivative. So I'm going to take the derivative of f of x. So x to the 1/3 derivative of that would be 1/3 x to the negative 2/3. Or we can think of that as 1 over 3 times the cube root of x squared. And we need to figure out that derivative when x is 8. Again, using that nice value that we can actually figure out in our heads. So we have 1 over 3 times the cube root of 8 squared. So 8 squared is 64. The cube root of 64 is 4. So here we end up with 1/12 for our slope. So our tangent line would have an equation of y minus 2 equals 1/12 times x minus 8. And our linear approximation then would be f of x is approximately equal to, if we add the 2 over here, we get 2 plus 1/12 times x minus 8. And we're trying to approximate f of 7.9, so f of 7.9 is approximately 2 plus 1/12 times 7.9 minus 8. So 7.9 minus 8, we're getting negative 0.1, or we can think of that as negative 1/10. So if we multiply that with our 1/12, we have 2 minus 1 over 120. So for this one, 2 is the same as 240 over 120, so we would end up with 239 over 120.